Hello everyone, I am Pepino back playing Dwarf Fortress, and it is now early summer of 253. We are now in recovery mode after the bloody spring of 253, in which we seem to suffer attack after attack, and it really just overall wasn't good, although I must say it was not as bad as it could have been. We suffered quite a few casualties, but we still have about 60 dwarves left. We don't want to use these right now. That'll free up a couple dwarves. The merchants who came here were killed. They were elven merchants. Hopefully that doesn't sour diplomatic relations with the elves in any way, but I think we may have kind of got a bunch of free stuff that they left here when they were killed. I don't actually know how that works, if we can just pick up that stuff or not. I think one of them survived. I don't know if he left with all of his stuff or what. But anyway, hopefully he goes back and tells the other elves that we didn't kill them, that it was goblins. Here, though, we are building a hospital, and I have traction benches, which should be being made, hopefully soon, by someone who can do that. We have a goose here following our miners as they mine out the area that will, I think, eventually be our barracks. The barracks is where we train our military dwarves, who we have also recently assigned. If we take a look at our squads, they are both now at 10. I have drafted some of our migrants into Limulod's military. Oh, and we need chains before we can make any more traction benches. So, those are under, what was it, furniture? We have a lot of copper. And let's forge copper chains. And let's do that about 10 times. There we go. You can never have too many copper chains. And once those are finished, we will be able to get our traction benches made. But for right now, we are going to set a zone and make it a hospital. Ta-da! We have our first hospital built. And now, let's build our... Oh, we don't have our armor stands built. I was working on those, or they were supposed to be working on those. How about our weapon racks? We don't have those built either. So someone better get on that pretty darn quick. I think this guy is getting on it, actually, so there we go. No problem. And then hopefully someone will forge those copper chains before too long. And is this our hospital? Or are they actually like in need of a hospital? Well, he's the militia commander, so maybe he was wounded in the battle or something. I don't know. Either that or they don't care that it's a hospital and they're just sleeping in the beds anyway. I don't know. They should all have rooms. We have more than 60 rooms and we only have 60 living dwarves. Let's see how full our tombs are. Oh boy. We have a lot of dead dwarves in our tombs. This entire first section is filled. Oh, and hopefully we have enough coffins designated for burial, because that would be very bad if we don't have our dwarves being buried. Oh, here we go, this one. They are also buried over here. And there we go, all of our tombs are now set for burial, and we can add a couple more coffins around here to finish off the first half, at least, of our tomb, hopefully. We won't actually have quite enough coffins for that, but we're getting close. And at least we will have enough coffins to bury our dead dwarves. Hopefully there wasn't too many left unburied, because I don't think I had set all these to actually work yet. So we'll see. If there was any left though now, they should be burying them pretty quickly. Looking around, yeah, there was a couple. They are going and getting them from the body pile right there. Oh, these poor dwarves. These poor dwarves. This is not going to be good for happiness. When your dwarves see their relatives unburied and kind of rotting out in the field, they don't like that. They like them placed in a grand tomb or something, you know, like that. And having slabs engraved for them and things like that. That's what dwarves want when they die. A diplomat left unhappy, probably because everyone got killed. Diplomacy stymied, yeah. Yeah, that's not good. Hopefully the elves will not attack us, because we can only deal with goblins just barely. If you can even call it dealing with them. I think we just mostly got lucky there. Hopefully we'll be ready next time, but for now, though, we are in trouble if the elves start attacking. Anyway, let's do this. I'm trying to figure this out myself, actually. I've never gotten too far into military training, so we want to build weapon racks and armor stands. We only have the armor stands so far, but hopefully they will set them up pretty quickly and we can get this area designated as a barracks. I also want to build a wall right here and doors, which I don't have built. I need to go and assign someone to build a door. And we'll need a couple of them. Let's just make 4, so we'll have some left over. What I'm going to do is put a wall and door here so that this area can be completely separate and designated as a barracks, and hopefully we can maybe make an archery range in this tunnel area up at the top here, where this dude is grabbing some rock from. Anyway, so that's going to be my plan there, and you can see we are using up every part of our fortress. Good Dwarf uses every part of the fortress, obviously. So we can't leave too much empty. What are they all doing down here? Oh, they're probably working on the walls, which is fine, I guess. It'll make everything look nice. How are our Crundles doing? They're still trained, which is good. Hopefully someone is kind of tending to them. How's our food situation looking? Pretty good. Really good, actually. We have a lot of food. Like more than we can actually handle, I think, at this point. We need to mine a larger area to store more of this food, which is kind of ridiculous. In a good way. In a very good way. And actually, I have another idea. In the spirit of using every part of the fortress, let's dig this direction and store some food back here. There we go. And actually, there, just like that. That'll be a perfect food storage area, and this area over here we can maybe turn into a farm. And look at that, migrants have arrived. Let's see how many we get. It looks like we're gonna get quite a few. They're all still pouring in, and we had 60 dwarves before, and now we should have quite a few more hands to help out with all of the various projects we have going on. We still don't have our doors built, but we do have some weapon racks built. We have 1 weapon rack, specifically, and 1 more armor stand, so that's where I'm going to place those. And let's see, can I designate? Yes, I can make a barracks. And let's make it big like that. There we go. And there we are. Alright, what else do barracks need? I believe they need beds. So, let's place some beds up here for our military dwarves. And I think... Oh, that's all we got. So hopefully that should be plenty of beds for the military. Because apparently having beds in bedrooms down below isn't good enough. They need separate ones to sleep there, which is fine, I suppose. They are the only thing keeping us safe, so I'm not going to argue if they want 2 beds. And our second food storage area is being mined out, which is all good. Alright, I would just like to take a moment to share a touching tale with you guys. Here we see in our bottom announcement, a stray cat has adopted a dwarven baby as its owner. The animals choose their owners, not the other way around. And I looked, and this baby is actually a 3-month-old child of one of the dwarves who was killed in the goblin invasion. And so, just after this baby has lost its father to tragedy, a cat comes and befriends it. And so now I feel like we're going to have some sort of Calvin and Hobbes thing going on here with Rigoth and Geshud the cat. So that's going to be good. We'll have to maybe keep an eye on them. Hopefully they won't, like, die terribly or anything. But then again, knowing Dwarf Fortress, that's definitely not out of the question. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. So there we go. Okay, the tale of Rigoth and Geshud the cat gets even sadder the more I look into it. If we take a look at Geshud the cat, his right rear leg is fractured and his right front leg is fractured, which has happened obviously in the goblin invasion because they attacked all the cats. So this dwarven baby who's 3 months old and lost his father in the goblin invasion, and this cat who has had 2 of his legs fractured in the goblin invasion and can probably barely get around, have now teamed up to become buds and play around inside the fortress, hopefully, where they are safe. But if you want to read about the cat, there you go. And if we look here, this is the dwarven baby's father, who is currently in a grave. If we take a look at his kills, he killed 3 Crundles in Gold Tunnel before eventually being killed. And if we look, reading his description, his upper body is gone in pink. So obviously he was killed pretty brutally. And this child's mother, if we take a view of her, she is fine though. So he is being raised by a single mother in Limulod and playing with his crippled, wounded cat. So there we go. That is that. And in other news that doesn't involve babies or cats, we now have 72 dwarves. So we got 12 in that migration wave. And after migration waves, I don't do this often enough, but I have to remember to set these new animals that they brought to their pasture, because otherwise, if I don't set them to a pasture, they will actually just die. They won't eat anything, and it'll be very, very bad. I still have that troll in a cage from forever ago, it seems like. Hopefully that he'll die at some point. And we have a trained Crundle still in a cage, which means we should move him up to the chains with his Crundle brethren here. So let's assign him right here. There we go. And why do... Oh, wait. No, that's the troll that's still in the cage. I thought there was another caged thing. But no, there's not. And I don't know how we kill that troll. I'm really not sure. I'd have to look it up. I have a couple idlers that I should probably deal with. I would think, though, they would be able to find some sort of job to do. And we still have not finished our weapon racks and therefore have not built our doors, which is unfortunate. Someone should really, really get on that at some point here. And hopefully they are. Maybe they're just grabbing rock from somewhere ridiculously far away or something like that. Oh, no, there we go. One of our dwarves is on the case, which is beautiful. And our militia commander is still resting here, which I'm guessing means he's probably hurt. Let's take a look at him somehow. It's Ficod. Alright. Where is Ficod? Here he is. And if we go to him and take a look at him, his right hand is torn open and dented. And so that's obviously what happened to him. If we take a look at health, he's dehydrated and starving. Ability to grasp is somewhat impaired. He has motor nerve damage and sensory nerve damage. Is anyone treating him in any way, shape, or form? I have to go make sure someone's doing that. I really hope they are.